Superhero dolphin? Get out of here with that. Oh, who's
Hey,
that? Some kind of superb dolphin man? You gotta admit, Palafin is a big-brained, awesome design that really makes you want to see more Pokemon use its Zero to Hero ability. And so I bring you just that. Finally, a Justice League of Pokemon, with Palafin at the helm. Because Palafin is pretty obviously Superman, I decided to get some other great all-time heroes. Batman, Iron Man, and even a secret hero for Trubbish. Get your votes in what I could have done with that, and I'll reveal it at the end of the video. Comment below your own ideas for a Zero to Hero form for a Pokemon, and if this video does well, you may just see it next time. And before we begin, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and possibly join my YouTube memberships. I believe it's what all the cool superheroes are doing nowadays anyway. I love the meteor of a literal spider monkey shooting web and all that, so when I tell you I chose Ambipom for the first hero form, I'm sure you can guess where all my preamble is going here. I guess it doesn't make a ton of sense to have it be an evolution because Palafin is just Finizen with a heart, but I guess if any Pokemon has Zero to Hero, their base form is just straight up a Zero. Sorry, Ambipom. I tried to follow the basics of what Palafin had going for them with a sort of hero emblem, and their elements being prevalent in the design. For Palafin, it's the water goggles and gloves, and for Ambipom, who is definitely not Spider-Man, please don't sue me Marvel, I beg of you, they create these web mitts from hidden superhero glands that is definitely hidden in their hands, not their butt here, which allowed them to make their little baby hands now as big as their tail hands. I kinda tried to make it so that their helmet was also made with the webs, giving that very Spider-Man building his own suit sort of feel to it. It's giving me safe Pokemon spider design with the 6 legs, and honestly, I'm all for it. Ambipom Zero to Hero form a bug and normal type. When Ambipom senses danger, they swing into action, literally using hidden web ducts in their wrists. They create sticky webs all over the battlefield. If their opponent doesn't get caught straight away, they'll leap in and strike with a web-covered paw. Once trapped, it's over, as Ambipom will wrap them up in a cocoon that is as sturdy as steel. The Pokemon encased within will then be taunted by Ambipom to no end. Okay, so my next idea is pretty silly, but I chose Scraggy for this one. The shed skin it has is all sorts of useful. Now, when you think of Batman, you think of like Zubat and Crobat and all of that, but no, not here. He isn't just the Batman, he's the Caped Crusader. And what better way to make a cape than have an entire gross shed skin cape instead? I thought it'd be fun if the shed skin made this sort of Batman-esque hood and cape combo, concealing who the real Pokemon is underneath. But also I wanted to make it much like how Batman has his good old classic utility belt. Scraggy does as well, in that their shed skin now kind of bunches up to make what I can only describe as a skin bum bag. You only get the best here, folks. There's some useful items in there as well, an XP candy, 2 berries, a leftover, and some kind of feather item, probably like a HP wing or something. I don't know who they are helping with that, but definitely convinced. I thought it was kind of big brain to have the logo be part of the hood, and its negative space on the red chest makes it stand out. Maybe this one is a bit too on the nose? Nah, Batman. No, Batman. Scraggy Zero to Hero form a dark and fighting type. Although weak in their normal form, Scraggy leaps in to assist their teammates. Stocked to the brim with special items and tools they collect within a bunched up shed skin pouch, they have items ready for any occasion. Scraggy in this form has unrivaled combat prowess and will fight entire hordes of Pokemon and come out the other end the victor. They'll always be there to protect the innocent. I wanted to do Lopunny next, as I had a cool idea for a Lunar Snow-esque Snow Bunny Zero to Hero form for them. I've done with Snow Lopunny before, but this one is taken in a different direction. Instead of just ice skating on just random pieces of ice on their feet, this version takes on a bit of their mega form, which I really like the shape language of. Don't take that out of context. But the cool long-eared head bubble crunched up with the fluff comes down and freezes at the end to make small ice skates that they could have on or off at will just by moving their ears. Got this Lopunny asking where is their super suit. It's very Frozone coded. And they are sort of suited up. Instead of ripped tights or anything like that, they look like they're wearing a much more colder climate outfit in a sort of puffer jacket-like design, perfect for the winter. And honestly, it looks pretty cozy to wear, not gonna lie. To be honest, this works as a Zero to Hero form for sure, but also would make a great regional mega for if we ever got like a normal ice Lopunny. But I guess that won't happen anytime soon. Wink wink, Game Freak. Maybe Mega Dimensions will have a regional megas. Lopunny Zero to Hero form are normal and ice type. When Lopunny takes on this form, they gain the ability to freeze the air solid, and by solidifying the tips of their ears in ice, they make ice skates to quickly move about the battlefield. Wherever they skate, they leave a trail of slippery ice, which they will try to trip the foe up on. It has a preppy personality and loves the limelight, going out of its way to get as much attention as it can when it does heroic. Hey, how about one of the most popular heroes with suave and grace, Iron Man? But who could possibly get such a cool form? Tinkerton? Nah, too obvious. What about something like Lucario? Nah, wrong again. How about something so ridiculous you'll have to go, what? It's the Concrete Grandpa Conkeldurr. Oh, come on, why are you booing me? This is kind of a combo of both Iron Man and Cementos from My Hero Academia. I know, I just made this weird connection between all of them, and not just because the concrete, Conkeldurr just has a strange vibe to his design that matches them. The idea is that Conkeldurr now has a suit of, I guess, very malleable concrete, looking a bit like an Iron Man suit, complete with special holes in the hands and feet to fire off special blasts of concrete. And I guess the feet just constantly ejects liquid concrete for Grandpa to fly about in. For some reason, it reminds me of the single rocket boot from American Dad. So if you thought Grandpa wasn't so scary before, wait till he starts flying around launching cement everywhere. Conkeldurr, Zero to Hero form, a rockin' fighting type. When Conkeldurr transforms, their concrete completely covers them. Even though it's malleable, they can harden it instantly and fill any damaged cracks straight away. The holes in their suit fire off globules of concrete that can stick to foes and hold them down, or can harden mid-air to smack into an enemy. The jets of concrete are so strong that Conkeldurr can even fly with them, leaving a trail of concrete wherever they go. Low Kicks is up next, and let's be honest, they are already kind of superhero, but whatever. I loved when we hoped that Low Kicks might have a third Evo where it became a motorcycle or something, playing up the whole Kamen Rider thing. So here, they thought instead of changing Low Kicks too much, what if in its hero form it got a sick moto bug instead? Their cycle is actually a nimble modified to have a large front leg instead of back leg. The Low Kicks itself provides the back part of the cycle with their showdown mode legs. But instead of being chainsaws, they now end in almost larvae cocoon-looking wheels with the spikes all over them. I can kind of imagine them both sort of unicycling about when they're split apart. The two work in tandem, and I just know if this thing were real, we would have seen about 5 different times of an Akira slide would be referenced in their media. This one is fairly simple, so there's not much more to say about it. Low Kicks, Zero to Hero form, a bug and dark type. When Low Kicks transforms, they gain a companion in a modified Nimble. The pair both have specialized legs ending in a wheel-like device. While either can move about on their own, together these wheels provide a shocking amount of speed. Specialized muscles in their legs allow them to also leap gigantic heights, and will use this to crash down on foes with their spinning bladed wheel, grinding the foe to dust. Another rabbit, and this one was pretty low-hanging fruit, not gonna lie. I wanted to do a Flash Pokemon. Then Cinderace was right there, guys, I couldn't help it. Getting a fire and electric type here, I wanted to only slightly modify Cinderace for their hero form. Their red hair tuft in the center turns into an almost XLR8 Ben 10 style bicycle helmet that would be see-through and leads into their Palafin-styled eyes. It helps keep all those bug types from getting into your eyes. Blah. Now we know why bug type numbers have been going down in recent years. I thought it'd be cool to make the yellow parts glow, and it would probably be where electricity arcs from it as it runs. But hey, you wouldn't even be able to see them, that's how fast Cinderace goes. Honestly, this one is a bit plain, but also I think it's just a cool side grade design for the bunny.
Wanna see me run to that mountain and back? You wanna see me do it again?
Cinderace, 0 to hero form, a fire and electric type. Electricity courses through Cinderace, stimulating their muscles to the point where they no longer feel fatigue and can just run endlessly. Their speed constantly increases as they run to the point where they become a blur. Many theorize that Cinderace moves so fast that they perceive time in slow motion, making catching bad guys incredibly easy. Alright, you've waited so patiently, it's time for Trubbish. And the only hero that matters, maybe they aren't truly a hero, but they're my hero, a hero in my heart, and it's the Trash Man.
Frank, what the hell are you doing, man?
That's my character. I'm the Trash Man.
Listen, sometimes we have ideas that are just so silly you have to do it. And I thought, what's funnier than a Trubbish who's outgrown their bag and now is a little bit Danny DeVito shaped and has all the powers of the Trash Man? What are the powers of the Trash Man, you ask? Well, they have the power to throw trash all around the area and start eating it, and even launching trash bins at enemies. Really everything you need for a hero. I thought it was the kind of big brain maneuver to make the zigzag patterns on Trubbish to be on the side of the head, to look like Danny DeVito's hair, and the trash handles turn into big eyebrows. The worst thing about this, and I'm sure you just said there's a lot of worse things about this, is that I can see this legitimately being an evolution for Trubbish in some universe. Maybe even a regional evolution. Love Danny DeVito, just the perfect man. Trubbish Trashman for 0 to hero form, a poison and steel type. Beloved by all, this heroic form of Trubbish will do any deed to save another. They have speed, power, and the will to stop any evildoer. They spread trash from their trash can around the arena to impede their foe. If Trubbish gets low on health, they can munch down on some trash to heal, and get a second wind. If a battle gets truly dire, they'll throw their trash can at the foe. If it comes to this, buildings will collapse in the wake of the can. Alright, and that's all the Pokey Justice League I have for you today. What did you think? Comment down below your thoughts and if I should do another one of these, or maybe a 0 to villain video. Ooh, scary. And again, don't forget to like and sub and all the good stuff. Alright now, citizen, I must be off. I hear someone doing a non-specific crime. Away from this video I go. Goodbye!
Everything you've done for them. Eventually they will hate you. Why bother?
Because it's right.